So I'm just showcasing the Magia combo. That's what this video will be about. It's two separate cards as starters, and there's multiple ways to get into them. And sometimes you can play meta, and you can have everything in your deck and just still not see it. So everything's still a chance. I don't want nobody to say, well, if that person had this card in their deck, and if that person had that card in their deck, well, we're gonna see the second duel, and we're gonna see their deck. So you can have everything and still have nothing. Everything's a chance, but I still like playing it my way. And even if I get a max seed or anything, I'm still gonna play. You draw the out, you draw the out. You don't. It is what it is. I'm having fun. I'm playing it my way and doing something nobody else is doing. Ain't nobody playing Horus Blue except me. So let's leave it like that, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Egyptian Eyes Den, where we're innovating to play things our way and for fun, and even it to the deck, and whatever the deck provides, the deck shall provide. And you can turn everything in the deck and utilize it as a weapon of mass destruction in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes. Finally, the Ricky has come back to make things my way. Plus, I just like making things my way and challenging myself and making things different. Who wants to be like everybody else? I don't. And I just love the Egyptian stuff, so turn them into negates. As you can say, we're doing what we're doing. But if you lead with either Maiden or Sage, you can do the Synchro negate, so to end up with 6 negates. If you draw just the spell card Wishes, you will not get the 6 negate, but you can do whatever you want to do. Because it is what it is. Have fun. This is just showcasing something different. I'm playing it, I'm having fun, and I'm playing with what I love. So as you can see, we ended up with multiple negates. Magia has 3 by himself, an extra spell because of 38, an extra monster because of the other one, and now we have Ami. So it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to Playing with Your Heart. I'll showcase the deck too, just in case somebody says, hey, I want to see the build. It'll be in here, and I'm going to showcase the other person's deck so you can see they had everything and still had nothing. Everything depends on your opening hand versus your opponent's opening hand, who goes first, and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. That was basically just showcasing the combo. This also showcased the combo, but we're gonna see other things. If they draw the out, they draw the out. They don't, they don't. And like I said, I'm just having fun. Also, I'm not playing as much on Master Duels. I made it to Platinum, but I am playing with the actual cards. And watching TV. Sometimes you want to play Solitaire just to practice the combos, see how often your hands can open the combo. And even if you don't draw the horror stuff to add with the blue eyes, if you open up the horror stuff, you can go into coach and go into the Magia negate and end up maybe with 4 negates and an interruption. But if you lead with just blue eye stuff, at least you have the Magia with 3 negates. And sometimes they can play past 1, 2, or 3 negates. My bad. Drop my controller. I'm back. And as you can see, I am under that card in the right corner. I forgot his name. Yeah. But that only lets them draw a card for cards in their extra. From your extra deck. And from your special summon from your deck. And I'm not doing that mainly. But we will not bring out Magia. Though he can have 1 less card in his hand. But we're going full combo. You can still bring out Magia on their turn without them drawing a card by just setting Ultimate Fusion, which is what I did. And then we're going to see what he has with all the cards he draws. They're special summon from the graveyard, so he does not get nothing. So I was trying to minimize what he's drawing while getting my negates up first. Just because we're having fun does not mean we're not gonna play some mods. Nah, man. Yay, yay. No. I'm a goofball when I'm happily, peacefully myself, and depending on who's around. But I am having fun and like being the first person to do this, the first and only person to do this, and just sharing knowledge that should be free to me, especially when it's a card game that not many play and it's already expensive and can be difficult by itself. So why not just showcase other things for free? And when you're an experienced veteran like myself at Yu-Gi-Oh, you just know what to hit when. So I don't know why he tried to imperm Spirit. I guess he was trying to force it out. Fine. I get out a second negate while imperm gets a dud. He tries to spare a spell, negate, all those cards in hand. Now, once you do that, I am going to attempt to negate. Since he's going to negate with his trap, I'm going to pop it and bring on my Magia. Magia first, so just in case he had something, I can chain block with the trap. But even though he'll get his spell card, but it won't be on the field. So it's like, it's not negated, but it's removed from the field because I'm still going to do something. Like I said, play smart, even if you're having fun. So we just got rid of a bunch of his negates. He used up most of my negates, and that's all fine. Now we got protection, just in case she had harpies or whatever. Harpies. So I know that was a bluff, but we're still going to negate it anyway, so it could be out of his hand. Fine, negate. At this point, pretty much has nothing. This is why I saved Ultimate Spirit for the end. It's an Omni negate for anything. So I'd rather use the one of negates. And since it's a spell card, once it's negated the activation, it just goes to the graveyard. Spirit destroys Ultimate Spirit, bringing back regular Spirit. So now we're just going to push for game, basically. And as you can see, he is not playing a chump deck, and I played through Horus and whatever that card is. And I will show you his deck to show you everything that's in it. So he has hand traps and everything. But you still do what you gonna do. And try to have fun. I know Yu-Gi-Oh kind of sucks the fun out of it, but you want to come on to have fun. Well, at least I do. I'm like, I'm gonna have fun. If I win, I win. I lose, I lose. It's always a chance, no matter what. Whoever has the better hand, whoever wins the dice roll. But I also like being the only one winning my way. So I'm gonna showcase the deck now, his and then mine's. Just in case you want to learn. I mean, I guess you can learn, but that's the whole purpose of all of this, is to teach one each one or something. Confirm opponent's deck. He has 2 Drows, he didn't seed, 2 max seeds. He has 2 Ash, 2 Horus. He has Nibiru, he didn't see it. Like all of this. Board Breaker, he didn't see, he saw the Imperm. So it all depends on fate, I guess. So he had all of this, and even while under this, we still played through it. He didn't see nothing, and I still ended up winning. So let's showcase my deck. I think you could show it from here. Yeah. Playing 2 Blue Eyes. As you can see, no hand traps, no Harpy's Feather Duster, no nothing. It's just pure deck and deck. Meaning pure Blue Eyes alongside the Horus stuff, and then you just basically weaponize them into your negates. And off of one Horus card, and either leading with Maiden or Sage. Normally, I like going into them first. So if they ash them, at least you can end up with the three negates. But basically, you just need either one of these to end up with the synchro. And a Horus card, whether it's this to just dump and go straight into it, or King Sark, or these for the searchers, which basically gets you into King Sark and through M-SETI. And then we got our monster lineup. I like 2 Magia because you can still do 2 Magia combo. But with it being some people saying it's a soft 4 per turn, and some people saying it's a hard once. It's annoying, so that's why I did this video. Not to say, hey, I'm doing something different. Well, it is to say I'm doing something different, but the main focus is like, alright, it depends on your judge's ruling and everything. At your locals or whichever platform you're going to, you can always ask, hey, is it a soft once per copy like Dragoon? Because it's worded just like Dragoon. And Dragoon each have a negate, and they each have the pops. So I made a video a while ago that showed both of them getting removed from the field and both of them getting their effects. So this was just a way to do something different that nobody else could see or was doing, and I just wanted to play with Horus and Blue Eyes. So that's why I like calling it Egyptian. So it's like basically with either or as a starter, this one or this. And the Horus, you're basically turning the second Magia into 3 negates. So you're separating him, like separating the Power Ranger Zords, I guess. I'm a super nerd, so it doesn't matter. And as you can see, you set up with the monster negate, which he already has, and the spell negate. So mostly, even just those two, alongside Magia, now you have 2 spell negates and 2 monster negates, and then you have a trap, but it depends on what the deck is and trying to play. So you can negate the Imperm, or you can end up with Ultimate Spirit, and Ultimate Spirit will be the third of anything negate. So if you negated 2 of their monsters and then they summon a third, or try to use a third, then you can use Ultimate Spirit to negate the last one. If they play 2 spells and they're trying to play the third spell, which is a starter, you can go Ultimate Spirit to negate the last one, and so forth. And that's basically it. So sphere modes is to clear field, and we can OTK via Indigo, or if you have the horror stuff, the best thing is if you sphere mode them and you have walls and King Sark, you can use walls to get the dragon. Use the King Sark to dump a Horus, special summon the Horus from grave, and then use the Black Flame Deity's effect to send one of your other cards to the graveyard, non-targeting, sending the sphere mode to the graveyard, and then because the field card says if you use Deity's effect, you get to draw a card, so then you can proceed to just OTK with just the horror stuff. If it's the Blue Eye stuff, then you would have to go into Indigo, and then the card you would search off of Wishes would be Maiden and Roar. And you can just go that combo line. So there's multiple ways to get rid of it, even though I've had people say, why sphere mode? It's great for getting rid of cards, but how are you going to get rid of sphere mode? And that's exactly how. So, and that's it. Each one teach one. Learn, have fun. It's free over here, and I like to have fun, so I'm all down for teaching somebody something I love so they can play with me. Not beat them or destroy them to the point that they don't want to play, because then you're by yourself and the game will die. You know what I mean? Like, it's different. I want to include people and have fun, not destroy them to the point they don't want to play no more or stop being friends, because I've had that happen before if you're too competitive. So I just want to have people play with me, not against me. And I can train them and teach them. I've taught a lot of people how to become better duelists against the meta, but also to have fun and try not to take it too serious, because it's supposed to be to have fun. It's supposed to be an escape. It's supposed to be our stress relief, not another problem. Hope you're all doing okay. Remember to play what you love and love what you play, and learn and know what you're playing. So this is what I came up with, playing with the deck over and over and over again my way. Latest.